Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on whatever time it is that you are listening to this. So it's been warned by the World Economic Forum that this year we will be facing a polycrisis, and Fortune magazine says that there will be a major disruption to life as we know it. And for those of you wondering what is a polycrisis is defined as multiple simultaneous crises that are strongly independent. And as we know, we are faced with several significant crises, as a matter of fact. There is still the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, a major war between Russia and Ukraine. We have the energy crisis, the rising inflation, and food insecurity. As if the pandemic wasn't hard enough, hasn't been hard enough, Yahoo Finance reports that the number of people facing malnutrition and needing humanitarian aid has more than doubled. So it's gone from 135 million people facing acute food insecurities before the pandemic to now 276 million over the last 2 years. Well, actually, they say over 276 million over the last 2 years. And the war in Ukraine has led to higher food and energy prices, which has led to rising global hunger and inflation. The efforts to address inflation through rising interests in the US has driven up the value of the dollar against other currencies, which has then made developing countries imports, debt repayments, and their ability to access external financing more difficult. And the World Food Programme's chief economist, Arif Hussein, told Yahoo Finance that the stronger dollar, due to higher interest rates, has exacerbated the situation. And he further added that dozens of countries have now lost more than 25% of their currency value in less than a year. And it's also been reported that 50 million people across 45 countries are already on the verge of famine, and another 345 million people approaching starvation across more than 80 countries. That is a 25% increase from last year, well, from the start of the year, rather. And the situation is particularly frightful in economically developing countries. The higher cost of living has contributed to a rise in global hunger and malnourishment, with children among the most affected. Now, one potential solution we could say is to increase investment in social protection programs like cash transfers and food assistance, which can help alleviate immediate economic impacts of the polycrisis on families. A coordinated and collective effort is required to not only provide immediate assistance but also address the underlying issues and causes of this polycrisis and building resilience for the future. This cannot be achieved without a more coordinated and collective effort from international organizations and governments to help mitigate the effects of this polycrisis. And of course, there is also the case of establishing learning recovery programs, as that will help tackle the learning losses and prevent children from falling further behind from their education. And so to round up, because I just want to keep this quite brief and short for you guys, it is vital that we listen to the people affected themselves so that we can better provide the assistance required for them to lead their lives as they deserve. In fact, Angola Hunger Relief, a community interest company I'm associated with, provides food assistance to those struggling with food insecurities in Angola, Africa. And so I just wanted to say, if you can, please help donate as little or as much as you can by following the link below in the comment section. Just, the cost of a coffee from Costa or Nero's or Starbucks could really help feed a person for the day, give them a whole meal. I mean, for you it's just a coffee, but to them it's potentially a whole meal, and at times even 2 meals. It is absolutely critical that we take action to protect the most vulnerable among us, and the future may be uncertain, but by working together, we can help build a better future for all. And I'm just going to end it there and just say thank you for listening, and I will see you again soon.